Hey, YouTube campers, it's Bob, the Smoky Bear. Camper here. We're back again with talking about how to set up your own Yurt Glamping business. And there are 5 steps, probably some of you may not remember, but first one was purpose. Next one was property, price, promotion, and perception. And today I'm going to talk about property. And so I'm going to give you 3 different scenarios. One is the obvious. You can purchase your own land, which tends to be a little bit expensive if you're trying to just start things out. Another suggestion might be, I haven't done this, but it was thrown out, was maybe you want to just rent from a campground. You can work something out there. Of course, you have to pay their fees, additional fees, and so forth. So it kind of cuts into things. And then last is just setting something up on your own property if you already have something. In my case, that's what I did. And I have 3.5 acres in Maine. And so we cleared some area. And like I said, later on here, I'm hoping to show you some videos of actually how I did it, or show you some live footage, whatever. But, and I do want to apologize for my last video. It was kind of crappy looking. Couldn't even see my eyeballs, whatever. So, yeah. So I set up as an Airbnb type thing, and it was great. It was great. Dragged in my own materials. I had stuff from previous jobs, whatever. So I had plenty of materials to work with, and I more or less did much of the work. I set up a foundation, a platform, and which was nice because in the woods there it kind of wasn't so level and whatever, and obviously it's less expensive in terms of setup cost. The just for the site itself, I added some other things, but I don't know, I have to do the math again. Probably, I suppose it depends on where you get your wood. Craigslist is a good source. I actually got boards too from some wood pine boards from a guy who just plain cut them. There wasn't, rough cut is the terminology. So yeah, there's lots of different tricks and trades of where to get stuff. So, but it was minimal cost, and I even had an outhouse that was made. I bought from a what do you call them? Not a land shark. Oh, sorry, that happened. Well, I'm sorry. When you turn 63, everything goes south. Anyways, I'm trying to think of it. Pawn dealer. Sorry. Yeah, pawn guy. So, I got like an outhouse type thing from him. So, yeah, I mean, you can be creative in terms of that. So yeah, it was less than. I added a what do you call those things? Gazebo. Ha! I can't wait to show you some photos on that. I tried to make my own gazebo, and then the good old Yankee in me, or tried to suck it up, and my wife convinced me to just buy one, like for $100, a used one. So I had some issues with snow load and whatever, but it worked out great. I had a woman stay for about a month, and she was into photography and everything, and actually photographed wildlife, a coyote stalking some deer in my backyard. So it was great. I'll get into a little bit more next time here on prices for tents and stuff like that. But for now, just, wanted to cover the land thing. I'll say one challenge, I'll put it that way, that I had in terms of my land was setting up I mentioned my outhouse thing. The town challenged me on my outhouse. They wanted me more or less to put in like a full septic design for just, at the time I only had one site. I was moving on to 2, maybe 3 different sites just on my own property. And so anyways, they challenged me. Oddly enough, it was right before I was going on vacation. So, they weren't even accepting of compost toilet. So, like I say, it was right before I was going on vacation for about a month, and I just kind of sat on things. And I actually went around and talked to another Airbnb woman who had a similar setup just a couple towns over and a little bit more high scale. And she, she did the typical thing, getting good with your neighbors and, maintain low profile. I wasn't necessarily trying to hide from, the town ordinances or, whatever, but that'll be a challenge for you in terms of where you're located and so forth. So it's probably a no-brainer, but it's just something to keep on the forefront in terms of when you go forward. And yeah, I just throw that out to you. So, yep, drop on your shovels again, and we'll be looking forward to more. I'm going to try to do a video here. We've just been having bad weather and rainy weather here for me to get outside and do something more outside. So yeah, stay tuned, strap on those shovels, and don't forget to click below if you'd like more information. I have my email there, and go glamping.